Okay, today we're going to be looking at the relationship between percentages, common fractions, and decimal fractions. Alright, so when we're talking about percentage, and this is the symbol for percentage, you'll have seen it when you're going shopping and stuff. You'll have seen 50% off this, or give 100%, or 25% off, or 25% increase. Okay, so percent as a word really just means per 100. Okay, so percentages are not very different, actually not different at all, to common fractions and decimal fractions, and they're all equivalent to each other. So if I'm talking about 100%, all right, 100% is equal to 100 over 100. It's 100 of 100, which, as you know, is just equal to 1 whole. Okay? So it's nothing that you've not seen before. It's just written with this symbol instead of over 100. All right? So, for example, if I'm talking about 50%, 50% is really just 50 over 100. Okay? It's 50 out of 100, which you know is also equal to 5 over 10, and also equal to 0.5, and also equal to a half. Alright, so 50% is something that you've seen. It's the exact same as 50 over 100, or 5 over 10, or 0.5, or a half. So 50% is quite easy to plot on a number line if you know what it's in relation to. Okay? And the same again, another one that you're going to find really handy is 10%. Okay? 10% equal to 10 over 100, which is equal to 1 over 10, which is equal to 0.1. Okay? So these percentages all have an equivalent over 100. Most of the time, oh no, that's not true. Some of the time they'll have an equivalent over 10, and they'll always be able to be placed as a decimal fraction. So for example, if I had 67%, this is, okay, it's going to be 67 over 100. Can I put that over 10? No. I could put these 6 tens over 10, but I'd still have 7 hundreds left. So that one we don't have an equivalence over 10, but that's no bother. We can still write it as a decimal fraction, 0.67, because I have hundredths here, so it'd go into the hundredths column. We have our tenths and our hundredths here. Okay? And just like we did at the beginning of last week, we could take our, I'll leave that one there actually, we could take a common fraction that you already know, and we could turn it into a percentage, for example. So last week we were talking about fifths. Okay, so fifths over 100, right, would be, how many 5s go into 100? 20. So I and do the same thing to the top that I do to the bottom. So it'd be 20 over 100. Okay, so 20 over 100 is equal to 0.2. It's also equal to 20%, because we've said that percent is per 100, so 20 per every 100 is equal to 20%. So all of a sudden, everything's getting tied together. We're going from common fractions to decimal fractions to percentages, with a step to over 100 in the middle, because it does make our lives a little bit less complicated. So they are all related. And as I said, sometimes you can have tenths in the mix as well, but when we have hundredths, we can't do that. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're just going to be practicing moving from decimal fractions to common fractions to percentages, or moving from common fractions to decimal fractions into percentages, or percentages to common fractions to decimal fractions. So we're just going to have a wee nosy with how to do that.